Dwayne Douglas Johnson, known globally as The Rock, is more than a household name. He is a living symbol of grit, charisma, and unstoppable drive. His journey from a struggling football player to the most bankable star in Hollywood and one of the most inspiring figures in the world is a story of resilience, reinvention, and relentless work ethic. Born on May 2, 1972, in Hayward, California, Dwayne was born into a lineage of wrestling royalty. His father, Rocky Johnson, was one of the first black champions in the WWE, and his grandfather, Peter Maivia, was also a well-known professional wrestler. Yet, despite his wrestling roots, Dwayne's early aspirations were rooted in football. He played college football at the University of Miami, where he was part of the national championship winning team in 1991. However, injuries and stiff competition derailed his NFL dreams. After a brief and uneventful stint with the Canadian Football League, Dwayne found himself broke, directionless, and living in his parents' small apartment with just $7 in his pocket, a story he would later turn into his production company's name, $7 Productions. It was during this low point that Dwayne decided to pursue professional wrestling, stepping into the ring with both a sense of legacy and a drive to make a name for himself. Initially debuting in the WWE in 1996 as Rocky Maivia, a tribute to both his father and grandfather, Dwayne faced backlash from fans who rejected his clean-cut, smiling persona. Rather than crumble under the boos, he by embracing his natural charisma, confidence, and razor-sharp mic skills. He reinvented himself as The Rock, a brash, electrifying persona who became one of the most beloved and entertaining characters in wrestling history. With catchphrases like "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" and his trademark eyebrow raise, The Rock became an instant icon. He was a master of performance, blending humor, arrogance, and genuine talent in a way few could replicate. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, he helped define the WWE's attitude era, sharing the spotlight with other legends like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, and Triple H. He won multiple championships, headlined WrestleMania events, and became a cornerstone of wrestling's golden age. But even as he dominated the wrestling world, The Rock had his sights set on something bigger. In the early 2000s, Dwayne began to explore acting, taking his first major role in 2001's The Mummy Returns and its spin-off The Scorpion King. While early reactions to his acting were mixed, Johnson persisted, refusing to be typecast or dismissed as just another athlete. He spent years honing his craft, accepting roles in family films like The Game Plan and Tooth Fairy, before breaking into full-blown action stardom with hits like Fast 5, which revitalized the Fast and Furious franchise and elevated him to international fame. Over time, Dwayne Johnson became one of the highest-grossing and most recognizable actors in the world, starring in blockbusters like San Andreas, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Mona Hobbs, and Shaw, and Black Adam. He brought to the screen not only his physicality, but also his charm, humility, and ability to connect with audiences across generations. His versatility balancing intense action, comedy, and heartfelt moments made him a rare Hollywood force. But what truly sets The Rock apart is not just his success, but the principles behind it. Dwayne Johnson is widely admired for his unshakable work ethic, relentless discipline, and authenticity. His daily routine is famously intense, waking up before sunrise for workouts, managing a packed production schedule, and still finding time to engage with fans and support various charitable causes. He often shares glimpses of his life through social media, offering motivation, gratitude, and transparency about his struggles and lessons learned. Despite his fame, Johnson remains grounded in values like family, respect, and integrity. He has often spoken about the importance of his mother, Ada Johnson, who raised him with resilience and compassion. He frequently honors his Samoan heritage, expressing pride in his culture and carrying forward his family's legacy. In his own words, success didn't come from privilege, it came from hunger, failure, and the decision to outwork everyone else in the room. His transition from the wrestling ring to the big screen was not seamless. It was a calculated risk backed by sacrifice and the willingness to start from the bottom again. His story speaks to anyone who's faced rejection, loss, or a fork in the road. It's a reminder that greatness isn't handed out, it's earned every day. Johnson's impact extends far beyond entertainment. He has used his platform to uplift others, champion mental health awareness, and support veterans, children's hospitals, and communities in need. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he was one of the most vocal celebrities, promoting safety, unity, and resilience. He has surprised fans with random acts of kindness, paid off debts for struggling individuals, and visited fans battling terminal illnesses. These actions, often done quietly or without fanfare, reflect a man who hasn't lost sight of where he came from. In 2021, Johnson was named one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people, He has also teased a potential foray into politics, citing a deep desire to serve and unify. Although he remains focused on his family and creative ventures, for now, he co-founded Terramana Tequila, which became one of the fastest-growing spirits brands in the world, and launched projects ranging from clothing lines to fitness brands, all while staying engaged with fans on a personal level. His motivational posts often go viral, encouraging millions to push through hard days and keep chasing their goals. He's more than a star, he's a mentor, role model, an emblem of perseverance. Through all his achievements, Dwayne Johnson never pretends that the path has been easy. He speaks openly about the times he felt like a failure, the depression he experienced after his football career collapsed, and the internal battles behind the external success. That honesty is part of what makes him so relatable. He's a man who seems larger than life, but never forgets the human behind the hero. When people watch The Rock on screen or in the ring, they see someone who represents strength not just of body, but of character. They see someone who fell, fought, and climbed back higher than before. Whether you know him as the people's champion, the Hollywood heavyweight, or the guy giving cheat day pancake stacks on Instagram, Dwayne Johnson represents a blend of power, humility, and hope. His story proves that no setback is final, no dream is too big, and no person is too broken to rise again. He has become a bridge between world sports and cinema, fame and humility, struggle and triumph. In a world full of fleeting fame, Dwayne Johnson's staying power is remarkable. He is not just a celebrity, but a phenomenon, a man who has shaped pop culture across 3 decades, influenced millions, and redefined what it means to be successful. From humble beginnings and $7 to a multi-billion-dollar empire, The Rock's legacy is one of transformation. He turned rejection into red carpets, pain into performance, and discipline into destiny. He's shown that hard work, combined with heart and humor, can move mountains and millions. And perhaps most impressively, he continues to evolve. At a time when many stars fade, Johnson is still climbing, still pushing boundaries, and still committed to leaving a legacy, not just of success, but of service. As he often says, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. That simple ethos has made him beloved, not just by fans, but by peers, critics, and people from all walks of life. Whether or not he ever enters politics or slows down in Hollywood, one thing is certain: Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has already carved his name into the granite of global culture. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth journey through the life of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His rise from adversity to global superstardom is a powerful reminder that with hard work, humility, and heart, anything is possible. If you enjoyed this story and want more inspiring profiles and deep dive narratives, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember, no matter how tough life gets, always stay strong, stay grounded, and keep moving forward. Just like The Rock.